from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Brandon Garden alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from Miami. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
Willis going to throw it right away. Finds a slant complete to Toby.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 35, here's second down and 1. Willis looks to pass it here.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Again, Willis to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now Willis on a bootleg. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Osa Odighizuwa, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. But trying to get the defense to flow the other direction on the bootleg, but Charles, they were not fooled whatsoever.
I like your description there, because on that flow, all you're trying to do is get them to take one step or two to the opposite side, and then you gain the advantage. But a really nice job by the defense. They didn't get caught up in it at all, able to bring him down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Willis. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Christian Kirk deep to return it. That's taken on the 25. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning he's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action here. Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
The tight end in motion right. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finishing with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, back to Achane. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here's Willis. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Third down and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free, but we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tutu Atwell from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 3. Purdy looking to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 40.
Well, he and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pick.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4. McCaffrey on the counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Second down and 8. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Throwing here, Purdy. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. In motion, there goes Bell. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
25-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Willis out of the gun. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Nowhere to go
the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hanson at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate, and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Willis on the bootleg. Swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Up the middle, Achane. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This now a 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. And nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a toss right side. Achane with it. Nifty move. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including the fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on runs. Stop that.
You should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Willis. He'll try and do this himself. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Malik Willis, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins had 6 to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They stay on the ground. At the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Purdy. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Purdy on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Purdy on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. Back now in Miami. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Purdy off the play fake. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now with Purdy. Able to find the open man That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the 49er first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. They go play action here. Purdy. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now Purdy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Purdy sets up to throw again. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Mike Evans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point
Purdy will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Dolphins offense and running back Chan making their way back out. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Able to slither by. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him the first down.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
Shreds the tackle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw, here's Willis. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Willis now off play action.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Back to the ground, Achane.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The shotgun snap to Willis.
And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line. Now Evans in motion left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Purdy.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Thrown incomplete.
Certainly did a job. They held up in that situation. And now this and try to be ready.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Willis to throw. He completes this to Cole Turner.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Willis.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
.50 seconds, all that remain. 2nd down. Throwing, Willis.
And that is incomplete. Of course, bearing down on him there. He got to hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Here's Willis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Willis back to throw it. That's quickly to Atwell on a slant.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds.
You can see the time and effort and thought they put into the passing game because right there. It looks looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. A run straight ahead with Achane.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Willis back to throw here.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
A 33-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that the celebrations are a little too premature.
Get out here with a victory.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So Purdy and the Niners down 17-14, 24 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here's Purdy to throw.
Well, this is taken in.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And the 49er, 1st down. It's a gain of 35. 1st down, 49ers.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.